Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. For some reason, it's taken me a minute to be able to hit record. I don't know why. So there could be someone in this energy who, it's taken them some time to say something, to take action, to do whatever. Because I was sitting here with my hands like folded and just staring staring at the screen, almost like I was waiting for a picture to be taken or sitting for a portrait or something. So there could be a portrait that's significant for some of you. It could be of a friend, family member, yourself, or that's something that's coming up for you. Like you might do an old time photo, or someone might paint or draw a picture of you. Well, when I said that, that's just what popped in my head is the drawing that I have of me when I was a teenager. One of my art teachers drew it for me. It's just a pencil sketch. And okay, this is just something real quick because it's kind of cool. I don't know. I never really thought of it this way before. I have a portrait of my Mimi, and I don't know. I think it's like charcoal portrait or something, and it's a pretty big one. And she's a proper lady. She was a proper lady, definitely. She was very blunt and would tell you how it is, but she was like the 1940s, 50s housewife, and that's just how she rolled. And she always had her makeup done. She had a facelift, for crying out loud, and she always colored her hair. She was always very presentable. Obviously, I don't take after her every day, just some days. But excuse me, it's also the generation. But anyways, that's not the point. I'm gonna cough a lot in this one, and it's not me. I was feeling kind of restricted before I sat down, and I'm like, and then I would breathe in and it'd be fine. I cleansed the space, and then it cleared. But with certain things that I talk about, it's gonna happen, and that's spirit coming through, or I'm picking up on somebody else regardless. Just FYI, so be prepared for a few ums. Gonna clear my throat to say this. I swear someone's clearing their throat chakra, and which is also weird because I did chakra work last night, like while I was sleeping. But anyways, regardless of that, that's not important in this reading. Maybe some of you are doing shit like that, but anyways, the portrait of her, I had it in the hallway for a little while, and then after all that bullshit and whatever with people messing with me when I smashed the mirror. If you follow me for a minute, you know that story. I'm not getting into it. After that happened, where the mirror was sitting, I put the picture of my Mimi there, and I don't know, it gave me strength, and I would always look at it and smile. And then randomly out of nowhere, I started staring at it, and I could see myself, and I'm like, it's like I'm looking in the mirror, but I was looking at my Mimi. I'm like, well, maybe, there's just similarities and stuff in there. Like, I wasn't sure what the hell it meant, and I'm just like, I would stare at it like I was looking at myself. Well, guess what? I don't remember when it was. It was a while ago because I moved Mimi down into the middle room because I wanted everyone to see her, and it's almost like let everyone know that she is here and she'll give you a what for. Just saying, if you mess around, do shit you shouldn't be doing. So she's the little guardian, I guess. But anyways, please don't. I was saying that, but it sounded, I don't know, it sounded different, like I was begging someone to not do something. But anyways, later on, when I totally forgot about the mirror image stuff, the portrait of me that was done when I was a teenager is hanging in that spot. It's actually really cool. I still look damn near the same, too. It's kind of crazy. It really is. It's like, wow, I've aged, but I still look very similar. So anyways, regardless of that, maybe that has to do with the portrait, or there's something similar, like there's a very significant picture or portrait for some of you, and it has to do with someone that, is either passed on or someone very significant to you. So anyways, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do stay. Would love it if you would. And I'm on Patreon, any denomination. You can cancel at any time. Individual zodiac signs are over there. And in the vault reads, anything that I don't post on YouTube goes over there. And I'm on Facebook. Info's in the box below. Yes, it is. So, anyways, this is cool too. And this pertains to this energy. So, I woke up quite a few times last night, but this morning, as I'm waking up, like finally for the day, I had the song This Is Us, like the lyrics playing in my head. And like I was listening to it, and I'm like, why is that song playing in my head? Like, it didn't go along with whatever dream I was having. It was just like so random, you know? And what's really funny about that is after, you know, I woke up and got my energy drink, I was doing my thing, I was rewatching, I did the water sign reading, I haven't shared it yet, but I was rewatching it, and just because I do that before I post videos, just to make sure that it's what should be shared. And actually that reading kind of explains some of that without me even meaning to, but regardless, I am going to share it. So I'm rewatching that, and then afterwards I was working on my cards, and you know the cards that have, you know, little sayings like what does so and so want to say that I wrote. Well, I've been putting symbols on them and different things. Well, the Eye of Ra is here right now. Like, those are the symbols I've been doing, but there's other ones too. It's like I got the archangels in there, number sequences and stuff like that. So I was working on those, and I heard in my head, play music. So I'm like, all right. So I go on my tablet, and on YouTube I have a playlist of all different kinds of songs. And I will sit there and close my eyes and be like, well, what do I need to know for today or whatever? And as I'm asking the question, I'll hit shuffle. And sometimes I'll hear, okay, hit play, or hit shuffle again, or hit shuffle again. Like, it will, I don't know, I just get these feelings. So I hit shuffle 3 times. Because it mixes up my playlist to the point where sometimes if you hit it enough, like older stuff on your playlist will be moved to the front. Like it just makes it so you don't listen to the same friggin' thing over and over, you know what I mean? But anyways, the song that came on is This Is Us. And I was like, I woke up to this. Like, what the hell? It was so cool. So yeah. There's a lot of premonition type stuff that happens to me in little ways, big ways, and whatever. But that one was cool. I always get excited when that shit happens. But this is significant. There's a few things that are significant. And I want to just read some of the song lyrics of that song, because a lot of you might have never heard of it, or you have, you know, whatever. Or you don't like that genre, whatever it is. So, I don't know. This makes me so happy for some reason. I don't know why. I used to push my luck, I used to fill my cup, I used to be known for the dumb things, I used to chase the sun, I used to kiss and run, all-nighters turned into nothings, and I'm lucky every other lover got away, I'm lucky that my heart was always hard to break, I'm lucky when you came along I had a chance to take, 'cause it was just you and it was just me, and that was just the way it used to be. And we were just kids back then trying to figure out what it was. No, it wasn't that bad, but it could have been better. If only back then we had been together. But it was just you and it was just me before we found love. Now this is us. Like, there's more to it, but now it's like I literally can hear it in my head. No, love ain't simple. But anyways, that's the song that I woke up to and that randomly showed up on my playlist. And yes, I took a picture of it because I was like, what? But anyways, because I do that stuff. And I'm sure a lot of you do too, especially if you get excited over little things, because it's just like, ooh, this is cool. So with the cards that I've been working on, I had some numbers like yesterday, number sequences that had popped up that I'm like, all right, like I'm going to put down 444, 1111. They're just ones that are very common that a lot of people are aware of, a lot of people see. So I was like, oh, I'll put those in there. And then I had a couple other numbers pop in, but one that was very significant today, this morning, I just literally saw 888 and in my mind. And I was like, what does 888 mean? So it's karma. What goes around comes around. I keep talking about that crap. Reward for your efforts, great success ahead in career and relationships. And then the other card that flew out because I knew where this one was. Well, actually, I didn't. I started looking through the deck and I heard in my head it's at the back. So 3 cards towards the back, there it was. I'm telling you, Spirit's letting, I don't know, something's been kicked into high gear. But, anyways, I heard because the dust settled and the problem's gone. The dust settled and the problem's gone. Like kicking up dust, leaving people in the dust, the big dust cloud, confusion, whatever. Like, what just happened? Oh, well, clarity. Clarity happened. Well, Ra is sitting right there, so yeah. But anyways, the other card that flipped out when I was putting the cards back is I love you so much more than you even know. And then I drew a road on this card. Like, I drew weird symbols on the cards, and I know it's crap, like they're just simple little whatevers, but I'm like, what? I just thought it was kind of cool. So anyway, someone loves you, yes, or this love situation is going to be turning around for the better. For some of you, if it's not with a specific person, your love life is just going to change for the better because there's been a lot of growth and healing, and the dust is settled. That's really what it feels like. All right. Well, these ones, you can't, oh my God, like all morning, the numbers, everything, like the stuff I've been seeing and whatever, it all speaks about beautiful changes, positive changes, new beginnings. Actually, the very first card, when I was trying to look for the blank cards in there so I could finish doing what I was doing, because I'd mixed them up yesterday, but like put them all together. The card that was sitting on top was the new moon, which is today. Today is June 18th, 2023. It is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everyone. But new moon energy is all about new beginnings. It's like phasing out of the old and starting something new. Well, guess what? We have a new beginning right here. And these just flew out of that deck. And that deck is a picky thing. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's hard to get cards to fly. Like, sometimes they flip around, but it's like half the deck when it usually does it. These ones were like, nope, we're coming out. So something's coming out. That's awesome. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I don't know. It's just that there's been space in this situation. I don't know. Someone might be saying that you're just not a clingy, needy pain in the ass, or that's what you're saying about someone. New beginning, new adventure, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Ooh, there's like a new adventure in love for a lot of you, but I feel like there's also a new adventure, new beginning starting with something you love, you know, a creative pursuit, a creative endeavor, a job, just a hobby even. Something good is here. No, something great. Tony the Tiger said so. Open up. Shy, timid, reserved. Yeah, somebody was very reserved in this situation because they needed to work on themselves. But I feel like you needed to work on yourself too. So it's like, even if you had a level of self-love, you were taking care of you. Heart hands. I said there's a significance with heart hands the other day. I don't remember which reading. Well, there's that one. But you know, it made me think of this card. Yeah. Made me think of the Page of Cups, which is apologies and stuff too, because there's heart hands there. That's the image that popped in my head the other day when I said it. But yeah, the heart hands. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, I feel like somebody needed to learn to love themselves, and they just needed time for themselves. But I feel like you needed time for you as well, because like I was starting to say, if you truly, like, even if you loved yourself and you were respecting yourself, setting healthy boundaries, it's like being there but not quite, you know what I mean? Like, it was a process, so maybe you were further along in the self-love, self-care process than this person, but I feel like you're there 1,000% now, and this other person is damn close, is what I just heard. Damn close. And they don't have to be 100% or 1,000% in order to open up, but that's why someone was very Ah, reserved. Why is that hurting my chest? Yeah, somebody definitely needed self-love. That really hurt. That happened in another reading too. Alright, what cards am I doing next? We'll do these. I just heard, why did you do that? Okay, so there's someone who wants to know why you did something, or you want to know why somebody else did something. Like, why did you do that to me? Why? Because that's what it feels like. Someone did something. Why'd you do that? Because I feel like I'm upset about it. Like, that was dumb. You know what else is weird? For a while, I don't remember when it was a while ago. I've said it a few times. I mentioned, excuse me, whoa, what the hell? Does someone have indigestion or something? I don't know, something going on with someone's lungs as well. And that person's alive. It's just kind of a heavy feeling. They're not going to die or anything, but I just heard I think I do need an inhaler. So someone might have undiagnosed asthma, or it's like some type of suppressed, like, I don't know, their lungs are suppressed, their breathing's a little suppressed, like it's like they're getting plenty of oxygen, they can breathe, but it's uncomfortable, probably due to smoking or whatever they're around, because someone could work with chemicals or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something to do with the respiratory system. And yeah, I do feel like an inhaler would probably help, but I'm not a doctor, so someone's going to have to go see their doctor if they're dealing with that. But anyways, what the fuck, that just sidetracked the crap out of me. Why'd you do that? I was going to say something. Oh, I kept saying Chinese food's significant. And I went out for Chinese last night, and what's weird is the receipt number. Well, there's a few weird things, because at first the number 5 popped in my head, and I was thinking, oh, 5 o'clock. And then I heard that it was going to be later, and I was like, well, not like someone told me, like, oh, I got to work late, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, I saw 5, I guess not. And then plans changed, and it happened around 5. And then on the way to the Chinese place, I was thinking of the dogs and them eating, because they usually eat around 6:30, and it's like, crap, we didn't feed them, earlier. And I was looking at the clock, I'm like, they've eaten at 7 before, and we literally got home at 7. We got back at 7. But the other cool thing was, on the receipt, it was receipt number 111. And I was like, whoa. And the dude handed us each a fortune cookie. Everyone gave me all their fortunes. No one kept their fortunes. They gave them all to me. Like, here, I don't want it. Actually, Emma's boyfriend didn't even read his. I read it to him. He just gave it to me. And his was like, basically, be careful what you say, because, like, don't be mean, ultimately. I don't know, it had something to do with that. But anyways, so I'm walking out with all the fortunes, and, like, knowing everyone's fortunes, because they gave it to me, basically. And someone had left a fortune. They ate the cookie, but they left a fortune in a chair, like in the waiting area. And I was like, ooh. And I went and I took it, and I read it, and it said, you know what the fucking fortune was? Listen to yourself. I was like, yep, that was meant for me to find. I'm just saying, like, it was so cool. So anyways, I can't remember what the one that the guy gave me. So for some reason, it's making me feel like, because all those fortunes were given to me, you know what I mean? Like, in the cookies, and none of them resonated with me. Like, I was just like, it's almost like someone giving you information, someone giving you this, that, whatever. And instead of listening to yourself, listening to other people, and that's not for you, it doesn't feel right. That's not for you, it doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? And the one that I stumble upon that wasn't given to me, it was left behind apparently, was the one that was for me. Like, what does that mean to you? Like, really listen to your intuition. Listen to yourself. I always say that anyways, because that's why I was like, yeah, this was definitely for me, because I say that all the damn time. But, so it's like, it's not about what people give you. It's not about the advice, the information, or whatever. It's about how you feel about it. You know, what makes sense for you. And if anyone's forcing anything on you, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Like I've said before, it's like you gotta force a fart, it's probably shit. And that's never good, you know? Sometimes you shouldn't trust that. But anyways, exit stage left. Done with the BS. Bye to the lies. And ending karmic situations. And that's kind of funny because this is the card that was significant to me in this energy. 888, karma. What goes around comes around. If somebody walked away from you, they closed the door in your face because they just weren't ready. I feel like you have it's not just because they weren't ready. There's something more to that, whatever that situation is. And you're done with it. Because you shut the door in a problem's face, they're going to get to sit in whatever emotions they dredged up for you, whatever crap was pulled around you, whoever this person is or these people are, they're going to get to sit in that. And they're going to have to learn to love themselves, basically. It's like, I do love myself. So, goodbye. Like, that's really what that feels like. So you are saying goodbye to unhealthy people because you're listening to yourself. You're doing what you feel is right for you. Not what is right for this person, that person, because everyone wants you to be with so-and-so, or we don't like so-and-so, or we don't like what you're doing. Who cares? What do you want? Who do you want? You know what I mean? Like, that's where true power comes from. And standing up for yourself is having the courage to take a stand and go, I don't give a flying fuck what you think. This is what I think. You know what I mean? Like, no one can sway you this way or that way anymore because you're listening to yourself. Yes. I don't know why I did that, so. But anyways, there's new beginnings here. The seeds have been planted for a new situation is what it feels like. But anyways, what else do we need to know in this energy? Something's free. Like, the energy is just free. You're free to do what you want. Now I'm seeing chains breaking. I've seen that before. Like, if you were tied to a person's situation, a problem, whatever, like to that devil energy, I feel like you're no longer tied to the devil, to fear, to addictions, to whatever this is, to problems, to pain. If you stay, it's because, like, it's like if you stay attached to, or if you stay around the devil, it's because you choose to. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if you're fully aware that someone's unhealthy for you, they can't get you anymore. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you can stand, how do I want to explain it? You're not the devil's type anymore. Because you have, for one, you have self-control, but you're strong. You have self-love. That's what it is. Like, you have boundaries. It's not just about being protected, spiritually or otherwise. The devil isn't interested in you anymore because he can't get you. You're too strong for his tactics. Whether it's an actual person or just that energy, it's like, that's how you can walk among the enemy, basically, because they can't get you. So you're exuding confidence is what it feels like, and power. You're taking control back over your life, not over people or a situation, just over yourself. Because you can say yes or no to this or that, you know what I mean? And before, maybe you wouldn't have, and now you're putting your foot down, basically. So the devil might just be your friend. Like, well, I can't get you, but the people that I can get will be drawn towards you. Because you're a healer. So if you have that healing, high-vibing energy, there could be a devilish energy lurking around because it's like fresh meat. Maybe using you as bait. to get what he wants or something. Using you as bait to get what he wants. I don't know, that could have multiple meanings, whatever it means to you, but what I was thinking of was, like, for example, it's like, if you think of Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, he said he wasn't homosexual, but I'm pretty sure he was, just saying, but back then, you know, you didn't want to come out because it was very dangerous. You didn't want to come out of the closet because it was dangerous at that time. It still can be, but it's way more free and accepting than it ever was. But anyways, when it comes to stuff like that, so say for example, you're sitting right next to him and he is being nice to you, you know, talking, like seems sociable, whatever. Like there's no problems, because he's not gonna harm you, because he's not interested in you in that way. You can't provide this what he needs, what he's looking for. He just knows that you won't succumb to it, and you're just not. I don't know, energetically he can't connect. You know what I mean? The devil can't like put the handcuff on you kind of thing, because he knows you'll fight back. Oh, there we go. But then he's scoping out other people like, all right, well, I can't get you, so whatever, I'll just be nice to you, but I can get that person over there to satisfy my needs or whatever. So there could be a player energy in here, or just someone who uses people. And it's like, well, I can't use you, so, you know, I might as well, you're a good friend to have, so I'll keep you around kind of thing, but I can use that person over there. So there's still a jackhole around, apparently. They just can't affect you. Well, something's coming their way, I'm just saying, if that's the case, but that was kind of a weird analogy, but I don't know how else to explain it. It's something to do with divine timing, with the masculine energy, and finding self-worth. Like I said, self-love for you, and this person is working on it. You loved yourself enough to say goodbye, and this person needed time to work on themselves. That's really what I said, and then the cards come out. So yeah, whoever you were dealing with just needed time to figure out what was good for them. I don't feel like this is the devil energy. I feel like the devil energy was probably just taking advantage of the situation, because it doesn't just have to be a dude, you know. There are devilish females out there too that could have been doing that to a guy. It just depends on your situation. Something to do with an elf? Okay. Maybe Christmas time, because it made me think of like an elf on a shelf. Santa's little helper. Santa's little helper. Huh. Whatever that is. Somebody learned a hard lesson, is what it feels like. I just heard you don't need to do this. So there's something that someone wants to do or is going to do, but they don't need to do it. You don't need to do this. It's almost like you don't need to be part of this. Did somebody say that? You don't need to do this. Where the hell did that go? With the Lovers. Somebody made a choice. Potentially in love or with something they love. This feels like I made a choice between two things that I love. Like, it's either I... Okay, that's what this is. Two things that I love. Myself or you. I love us both. But you made a choice. You chose yourself. I don't feel like this person chose themselves, though. I feel like it's like, I love you, but I love me more. That's that energy. The choice in love was between you and another person, and it's like, you know what? I have to be with me for all eternity. I choose myself. Like, you know what I mean? That's so sad, because I just want to be like, I love you, goodbye. Someone from the past. It could be with someone that you have known for a long time, or someone you have children with. You chose yourself so that you could grow. Whatever the situation is or was, things ended before they even began. Someone needed to spiritually grow. They needed to just mature. Knight of Cups. So love offer. Ooh, with a past tower. You could have offered love to this person in the past, or they did that with you. There's a decision. Yeah, there's a sudden decision that was already made. You could have made a decision for this person. Like, I choose me. Sorry. Boom. And they're going, what? Like, I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like. Because this isn't an upcoming tower. This is like a, all right. Boom. I made the choice. I made it for you. You need time to think. You need, like, whatever it is, you're just like, I choose myself, fuck this, bye. Like, that's really what it feels like. Yeah, you left somebody out. And now they're very worried. They could be worried about their past actions or something that was going on with them in the past or something they did or said or whatever. Because there's a lot of pain here. There's Casanova in here, too. I don't know what the hell his deal is, but for some reason, I don't like that Knight of Cups. I just wanted to be like, you arrogant, you arrogant piece of shit. Like, that's what that feels like to me. There's a heartbreaker energy in here. Hurt people hurt other people, but this person's a heartbreaker. Alright, they made the choice to break your heart, is what this is saying. And you made the choice to leave them alone. Yeah, that's the justice in the situation. And then we have the Magician with the Tower. Somebody could have been trying to like sway you in one way or the other, like manipulate your decision making abilities, you know what I mean? Like, you know, do this, do that. Like I said in the beginning, thinking for yourself, and that's what you're doing. You're not listening to anyone else, like listen to yourself. Someone could have been trying to sway the choices that you were making. Well, that's being balanced out, because it's like if someone was trying to sway you in this way, that way for their own benefit, no matter what their benefit was, however they would benefit from this, you shut it down. You're like, no, I don't want you or any of this. Doses. And now, whatever plan they had to hurt you, to break your heart, to cause problems, so whatever the hell this is, to lead you astray. I don't know, it feels very confusing. They can't do it. You literally stop them in their tracks, like, oh, didn't see that coming, kind of thing. It's like, sometimes you don't, do you? Well, guess what? Emotional fulfillment is coming in for you, but I kind of feel like there was someone in this energy with that manipulative energy who was playing off from your emotions. Because maybe you could be a water sign, but even if you're not, or an air sign, but regardless of your sun sign or anything like that, this is like being trusting. Someone could have, I don't know, I feel like if you're a very trusting person, they could have thought you were naive. But this feels like you're very loving. You have a lot of love to give. You're a very compassionate, kind, generous person. And helping other people, a happy home, all that stuff is very fulfilling to you. Like, that's what those are your dream. That's your dream, I guess you could say. Like, you want to just bask in the glory of happiness and joy and love, and that's just how you live your life, kind of thing. And this person might have known that. But I feel like it's either someone pretending to be the one that can fill all your cups up, but they really can't. It's like, what are you putting in those cups? Because it looks pretty murky to me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, that ain't clear water. That's not what I want. This feels like, it feels like I'm feeding off of your emotions. Somebody was feeding off from your emotions. And possibly using them against you. Like, this is head over heart. And I feel like that's what you've done. Because this was behind this. So if anyone was feeding off from your emotions because they thought that you were weak because you're a very kind person, you chose to listen to yourself. It's like, all right, I'm going to pull my ass out of my emotions. I can still be happy, but I'm going to be fucking smart about this. Boom, bitch, bye. Like, that's what that feels like. So, I don't know. I just heard you beat them at their own game. whatever that means, because you held back. You had a level of restraint or something. The Magician. Well, your manifestations are coming in. I feel like you're extremely powerful. Holy shit, yeah, you are. You could be a healer. An Empress could be a healer, I'm just saying. There is somebody who wants to heal things between the two of you, but I feel like there are some people that strictly want to be around you because of your healing energy. Like, just your vibe is pure. They just like how they feel around you, because you know when you walk into a room and you can feel the tension if there's an argument or if there's whatever's going on. You know what I mean? Like, you can feel the energies. They feel happy around you. You make this person want to laugh, want to smile. You make them feel good. Even if you don't say a damn word, they feel that way around you. And it could have helped heal them. Could have helped heal a water sign. But I feel like someone was manipulating. Trying to manipulate your energies. For some of you, I don't know, I feel like I'm being pulled away from myself while I'm sleeping. So some of you could, like, energetically, someone could have been tugging at you while you were sleeping. Especially if this was during a time when you were in a more vulnerable place in your life. But I feel like you're pulling all that back. Because you grounded yourself. It's like, yes, I'm connected, to spirit, but I'm still down here on earth. So it's like you're not, it's half and half. It's the balance. You're not floating around. You're steady, you're strong, you're practical, you're reasonable, you're using your head, but you can still feel these emotions. You just don't allow what you're feeling and sensing to consume you. You don't take it on as your own anymore. And you could have been doing that for a little while, maybe while you were working through, like, honing your abilities, or while you were working through things. Just started plug it in. Those little Glade plug-in things. But plug it in. It's like a power source. And I was thinking of power when I'm staring at the sun, too. Which is Leo energy, but plug it in. I don't know, it's like beam me up, Scotty. That's what it feels like. Like, just soaking up the energy. You were like an energetic sponge. Because I feel like someone was sending crap your way. I really do. It could be one person, multiple people, regardless. But whether they were doing it intentionally or not, I feel like someone was doing it intentionally. It could have been a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, not necessarily. But this person's intuitive too. This masculine energy. No, and they're not very intuitive, though. They are, but they don't listen to it. Okay, so this person just wasn't listening to themselves, apparently. Because I feel like I'm using your energy. So if this person's, like, psychic abilities or their intuition became heightened, it's because they were taking it from you. And they can't take it anymore. I feel like whoever this person is, they've been draining you, and you probably were just like, oh, I'm tired, I gotta go to fucking bed. Like, that's what it feels like. Because these two are both sleeping. Like, recharging. You constantly had to recharge your batteries in your phone and your devices just for yourself. Maybe that's where it's plug it in. So you're finally plugged into the divine. So that this mofo can't take your energy anymore. Yeah, someone can't take your energy anymore. I know it sounds weird when people say stuff like that, but yeah, someone was stealing your energy. And you're moving past, yeah, you're moving past that with the Six of Swords. You're just embracing life. This person was doing this to you while you were embracing life, like just living in the moment, because look how free she looks. She's like doing the tree pose, like, you were wide open. When you were wide open, this person was messing with you. And it probably not only drained you energetically, but it could have upset you. But I feel like you're still open. You're just not open to them anymore. I don't know, you're not wide open. You're protected. So it's almost like your intuition, your self-guidance, spirit, whatever, still there. They can still access you when they need to, or when you want them to, or whatever. There's more control here. But these stupid people can't. They can't. No one can sneak up on you, because you're just going to haul ass out of there. That's what it looks like, too, because this dude's like, I'm coming to get you. I'm going to do whatever, like whatever the hell they're planning, because it could be different for everyone. But it's not good intentions, basically. And you're just like, what? So-and-so's going to be knocking on my door at 3? No, 3:30? All right. Well, I feel like there could be a problem around then. I don't really want to see them or whatever, so goodbye. I'm gonna go for a ride. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna just get the hell out of here so he can. You keep it knocking, but you can't get in because no one's home. No matter what their intentions were, you could have done that in the past, or that's just how you feel. You truly listen to yourself, so it's like, whether I'm right or wrong, I don't care. I have an off feeling. See ya. That's what this feels like. And this person, these people, they know that they can't pull a fast one over you, because if you even get that pit in your stomach even a little bit, you'll go, is it really worth my time? Nope, it's not. And I'm just going to fucking do something else instead. So you are protecting yourself. Spirit's definitely protecting you. But if you choose to listen to your own inner compass, you won't be led astray. And a lot of people don't listen to themselves because they don't want to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. You know, it's okay if you never know. At least you're not hurt, right? And it could have something to do with the love connection. This, yeah, it really could. You have clarity on it, whatever it is. You haven't given up, that's for damn sure, but you know what's funny? I don't know, there's an image in here and it kind of looks like a wagon wheel. I've mentioned that before. But you know what else looks like a wagon wheel? Like the shape is an orange. When you cut it down the middle, it kind of has the same look to it. I have no clue what this means for anyone, but orange gojo, it's that soap that's got the grit in it for like mechanics, or just, you know, guys usually use it to get grease and shit off their hands. Something to do with that. I don't feel like you're talking to... What is this? There's either someone or a situation that you didn't want to move away from, but you felt you needed to. Whether that person was sneaky or not. So it could have just been other people messing with you, or that person, you know, is just not a great person for you, we'll just say. Regardless of what they've done and whatever. But it feels like I didn't want to move on, but I feel like I have to, so you did. Because she looks sad, like, this wasn't my choice, even though it was, like, it's not what you wanted. The choice you made was difficult because it wasn't what you wanted. It wasn't what your heart wanted, but logically it was like the smartest move for you, basically, which is probably why there's new beginnings coming in, because there's blocked communication. You could have blocked this person, or you're just not talking to them because you gain clarity. Even if you don't consciously know, even if you don't have every detail, you know when you know. Like, you know when that, you know there's a problem, or there was with this situation or this person. And I just feel like you truly did listen to yourself. I feel like there's someone who wants to come in and collaborate with you. They want to work together with you in whatever form that means, because for some of you it could literally be within work or something. But I feel like you're special to me type energy. All right, is there anything else that we need to know real quick on this energy? Observing every action. Someone's paying attention. I just heard I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. Maybe someone's gonna take a shit. It feels like I gotta go. I need to either leave this situation, or I have places to be, people to see, something. You know, whatever it is. Social media got me in trouble. Yeah, social media got someone in trouble because they're probably lurking. Little lurker worker. Little lurker worker. Maybe this person, that's what they do for work. Oh, yeah, because that's weird. I had a lot of dreams last night, because with that, I don't know, whatever the hurts were, I can't remember the different hurts, because they were activating different chakras and stuff. Well, 3 hours into it, I don't know which chakra it was working on. I'm just saying, because I didn't look at the thing. I felt like I kept like coming back to myself, like almost like I was spiritually going away and then waking up like that, like coming back. So it was almost like whatever the tones were that I was listening to was calling my energy back to myself. And I would wake up every fucking time. And it happened 3 times. And then after that, it was fine. The dreams, they weren't scary dreams or anything. So it wasn't like waking up from a nightmare. They were just weird. But one of them, I was in the woods, and like in a wooded area. It was the bog. That's where it was. And in the dream, where I left the gift for thy enemy. But anyways, because there's another trail across from that has that bridge and shit I've talked about, where the fishing pole was left, where they took the bait, they took the quarter, and left the broken pole and blah blah. But whatever. I was like, I don't want anyone. I don't know if I was in somebody else's shoes and somebody did this, or if it's just like I could see spiritually, basically, because dreams can be premonitions, and a lot of mine are. Some of them are warnings, premonitions, or just insights. It just depends on what it is. But I remember because the dream changed a couple times, so it could have been on multiple occasions or trying to change things up. You know what I mean? So the first time it was my car that was there, and then I was like, no, they'll know it's me. It was my car. They'll know it's me. And I was like, no, can't have that. So then all of a sudden it was a different vehicle. And I'm like, well, they won't recognize this vehicle. They might, but I'm not sure. That's what I said in the dream. Like, they might, but I'm not sure. So I'm not going to park here. I'm going to park over there, so that I can walk around and they won't know anyone's here, and I can watch. That's creepy, I'm just saying. It really is. And it's weird, because I was literally just talking to someone about this a couple of days ago, and when all that crazy energy first started for me, I literally, only sometimes at certain locations, not every time, I felt like someone was in the woods watching me. Like either taking a picture, a video, or they were just seeing what I was doing. A couple times I did hear like crunching of branches and stuff, but animals are in the woods, so it's kind of hard to tell what it is. But my intuition, like there was a couple times like that I was actually, like someone is literally watching me. I feel it, like they're here. Like they are within my vicinity, and I knew it. And I got out of there. And I felt that way probably like 3 or 4 times. And then I think they backed up. I don't really know what was going on after that, how they were doing whatever they were doing, but there was between 3 to 4 times that I knew for a friggin' fact because I could just feel them. I would start acting like somebody else, and I'm like, yeah, someone's here. And I knew they were watching me. But anyways, then after that, I didn't feel it anymore. Like it was, they weren't that close. They weren't close enough for me to be like, oh, you're watching me. Like, what the hell? Maybe they found out. I don't know. But regardless, because I don't feel that way at all anymore. Like, I know when spirits keep an eye on me because they always are. And I know when people are trying to talk to me. I know when they're approaching me. When they have that intention, I feel it. I do. Good, or bad, or indifferent. And a lot of you are that way as well. So really listen to yourself. The fortune said so. Just saying. But anyways, in that dream, I'm like, I'll go across the street so I can still see whoever's near the bog, like on that little trail or whatever. So I was like hiding. I was hiding in the wood line. I think I had binoculars, actually. I don't know, I had a way to see. And when I woke up, I was thinking of a private investigator. And that's what this kind of reminds me of right here. I know it's just a camera, but the big cameras where you can be far enough away where you can take photos of people and they don't know you're there. That's what it felt like I was doing. And the other weird thing is after I saw that camera lens, which would be a sign in a dream that someone was investigating, they were watching, whether it was for a good reason or a bad one. I mean, but anyways, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out which one that one was, good or bad. Just saying. But I saw a female with curly hair walking around, and she was laughing, but she was with a guy. So it was two people. It was a guy and a girl. And yeah, there was just two with what I saw in the dream. And they were walking towards the area where I left the gift. But they didn't, in the dream, I don't think they found anything. They were just laughing and talking like it was a big joke. And that was all I saw. And I was like, okay. But yeah, so maybe some of you are having psychic dreams and stuff. Karma is definitely at work here. But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.